we dive into this video, I just want to tackle the elephant in the room. Let's talk about the biggest snub of all. The one that I cannot look past, that I think I will never get over. My heart is truly broken for this one-of-a-kind artist. Peppa Girl, what do you think of this year's nominations? I felt that. For real though, why did she not get nominated for Children's Album? Did we not listen to the same album? Did we not listen to Expert Daddy Pick? To Big Balloon, Higher Than the Sun or Moon? Or the emotional ballad at the end? Like, who has the range? Who has the impact?
Nobody.
Okay, no, but for real, let's get into the Grammy nominations, because honestly at this point, like, why do we even bother? Why do we even care? We know every year we're gonna get disappointed with the nominations. I think personally for me, there are a few standout snubs or a few standout issues that I want to personally talk about. But besides that, overall, the nominations I think are fine. Or I just don't care anymore. I really don't know which one it is. But before I start telling you guys my opinion, and believe me, I'm gonna tell you everything you want to know, I do just want to say you do not have to agree with me. Music is so subjective. It is special to you. What you like is fine. You want to talk about snubs, music, noms, whatever it may be, we can in the comments down below. Just be respectful. This is not Stan Twitter. Okay, but the first snub that I can really think of,
oh my god,
record of the year. Now listen, there are two categories, right? And I often get this confused too because they're so similar, but there's record of the year and then there's song of the year. Record of the year is more of a like overall category for the song. It recognizes the artists, the engineers, the producers, everything like that. Song of the year is more of the songwriting, and it has special rules that we will get into in a second. But for record of the year, looking at the nominations, I was like, okay, don't really know that song. Yeah, figured that would be there. Okay. Oh, that's it.
Wait a minute.
Where is Without Me from Halsey? Now listen, y'all know I'm a fan, right? Like, hello, I'm wearing this in solidarity. That's so dramatic, but it's true. Of all the nominations, I honestly expected Old Town Road to be there and Without Me. Those were the two biggest songs that I could think of, and Sunflower, which was also there. But where was Without Me? Why in the hell was that not nominated? And I think what irritates me the most when it comes to this snub is because, again, I'm a fan of Halsey. I like what she does. I like her songwriting. I like how she does visual concepts within her albums. Each album is different. Do I think a lot of her work deserves awards? Yeah, of course. But I'm also realistic. When it came to Badlands and when it came to Hopeless Fountain Kingdom, there were other big projects that were released that year. Not saying the big projects deserved it more than Halsey, because bigger does not equal better, but when it comes to the Grammys and how they nominate and everything like that, you just have to be realistic and know what they look for. So I always thought to myself, okay, that's fine. You know what, Halsey is gonna come. She's gonna have a big song, she's gonna have a big album, and she'll get the recognition she deserves. That finally happened. Without Me is no doubt her biggest song of her career. It was on the radio 24/7. It still is on the radio 24/7. I can't tell you how many times I get in the car, I hear it, and I'm like,
goddamn, when are we gonna let this song die?
But it really was a record that just meant a lot to people. It had impact, radio impact, sales, everything like that. So I genuinely don't understand why they get nominated. Another snub that was big this year was Lover from Taylor Swift. I think a lot of people were surprised because this happened last year with Reputation too. Reputation got a nomination for pop vocal album, but not album of the year or whatever. So to be honest, right? Because I think Reputation is Taylor's best album if you look at it as a whole. The lyrics were great. Sonically, oh, delicious. And conceptually, the best she's ever done. The best concept overall, from the music video, from the outfits, to the tour, to her fucking Instagram. It was all there. So if Reputation doesn't get the recognition it deserves, why do you think Lover will? Plus, on top of it, she was one of the best-selling albums of the year. Her, and guess what? BTS. To be completely honest, I was hoping for a nomination. I really was hoping for Best Pop Duo for Boy With Love for them with Halsey, but I wasn't expecting too much. You know what I mean? I know how the Grammys work. I know how the industry works at this point when it comes to the boys, and I just didn't want to get my hopes too high. Because if anything, If I had to pick between Map of the Soul Persona and Tear, I would think Tear would be the one that was gonna get nominated. Again, from packaging, from their concepts, from the lyrical content, from the diversity in the sounds, like sonically, musically, it was all there. But why were they not nominated? I don't know. Is it because the industry is xenophobic? Is it because the industry can't see past the fandom and they think that they're a bunch of 13-year-old girls, which is not the case whatsoever? This fandom is so diverse. You have so many people who are 16, 18 plus going to college and becoming doctors, who have their own mind, who are doing great things for the world. The amount of projects we have done for the boys, the amount of projects we've done because of the boys, the concepts they have, what they put out into the world speaks for itself. But people cannot get past the language barrier and their preconceived notion of what it is. And that is so unfortunate and that is so sad. And the thing is, I don't think the fandom itself would get their hopes up if the media didn't play into it and use everyone's emotional investment in it for clicks and engagement. That's what pisses me off the most. If I see one more tweet from a DJ being like, if we get 30,000 retweets, we'll play blah 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 on the radio.
What do you mean?
Your job is to play music on the radio. Play it. Like, do I look like I work there? Do I look like I press buttons in the station? No, I don't. Like, people send in requests all the time. You know people want to hear it. You know it's popular. Why are you, like, I'm trying to think what other, I think those are like the biggest, oh, just kidding. The other category I would like to discuss, Best Pop Duo Group Performance. Here's the description of the category. For new vocal or instrumental duo group or collaborative pop recordings, singles or tracks only. First nomination, Boyfriend from Ariana Grande and Social House, Sucker from Jonas Brothers, Old Town Road, Lil Nas X featuring Billy Cyrus, Sunflower, Post Malone and Swa Lee, and Senorita from Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello. What the fuck is this category? This is the messiest category I have ever seen in my life. I can see Senorita being nominated. It was one of the biggest songs. It's still being played to this day. The funny thing is though, on Twitter, really has people divided. It's either you're shocked it didn't get more nominations or you're shocked it got one at all. Sucker from the Jonas Brothers, I'm not surprised. And then the other one, Boyfriend from Ariana Grande and Social House. Y'all know I loved that song. You guys sent me a CD thing of it. But is she like Grammy nominated worthy? I don't know. Like, and that's coming from someone who's up her ass. Like, this was the last thing I expected to see this morning. But this is where it gets messy, right? Let's review the criteria for this category. For new vocal or instrumental duo group or collaborative pop recordings. Why the hell is Old Town Road there? Where is she pop? Someone mentioned this on Twitter and I was like, you know what? You got a good goddamn point. There was this whole battle if Old Town Road was considered country or hip hop. There was nothing in there about pop. It was, is it this one? Is it that one? I don't know what the hell it is, but here we go. It's a meme song. It's #1 for 18 weeks. Let's go. This wanted to just be best duo group kind of a thing, then I can see that being nominated. But since it's pop, huh? No. Also Sunflower, personally, I wouldn't consider that pop, right? Is that just me? I would not consider it pop, but I do understand why it was nominated. That was also another song that no matter where you were, you heard it on the radio. You still hear it on the radio. But where in the hell is Dancing with a Stranger? I swear to God, this is Love Lies all over again, but 100 times worse because it's not even nominated. She didn't even get to the playing field before they struck her out. Also, for Best Pop Vocal Album, why the hell is Ed Sheeran's album there? I might be the only one that didn't thoroughly enjoy that album. It's an album of collaborations. My actual worst nightmare. Okay, let's go on Twitter and see what you guys are talking about. I feel like I covered pretty much everything that you guys are asking me to or that you're mad about. Oh, Billie, duh. Billie, honestly, like, wow, what a year. I talked about this in my last video about her. I truly could not even comprehend at 17 years old, about to be 18, the amount of accomplishments she like has. I can't even say it because I'm like, God damn, what am I doing with my life? But also that Phineas is included in that. I know he was nominated for producer as well. I hope he wins, honestly. Oh, did I talk about this yet? Why Truth Hurts was nominated. So if you go and look at, hold on, let me go back up. The requirement under Song of the Year. Song is eligible if it was first released or if it first achieved prominence during the eligible year. Even though it was released 2 years ago, it didn't make an impact like it did this year. And since it was on her album, like it just kind of is a double whammy of it getting nominated without breaking the rules essentially. And I mean, I can't even fault the Grammys for it because honestly, at least they put it out there why they nominated it. If that wasn't there and it was nominated, I'd be like, girl, what the fuck? What do you mean? You know what I mean? Because this happened, I remember with Post Malone too. I'm sure it's happened many a times before. Oh, Ariana, duh, and all her nominations. I'm so happy for her. I'm excited. Y'all know Ariana's my girl. Anything she wins or doesn't win, like, I think that's the thing when it comes to these nominations is you just have to accept the results as they are. Kind of like I said in the beginning, when it comes to Grammys, there is a value to them because it's the Grammys. It is the highest prestigious award in music that you can win. But with or without a Grammy doesn't break or make an artist, in my opinion. So it's like, okay, if they don't win or if they're not nominated, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, it's frustrating. Yeah, it doesn't make sense with a lot of cases, a lot of snubbed situations like we talked about before. But I don't think it needs to like dictate everything. You know what I mean? That's just my personal opinion. Oh my God. Okay, well, I'm gonna go because now I'm scared. But to end it on a good note, I will say I am pretty happy with the females this year. I'm happy that they got recognized in some sort of way. And I hope the people who deserve to win, if they were nominated. And hopefully next year with the Grammys, it'll be better.